Hi Libra, welcome to your monthly reading. This reading is for the month of April 2020. And as you guys know, these readings are not just for Libra, they're for anyone for whom they resonate, and they are for any time that they apply. Let's welcome the light and the shade, otherwise known as the sun and the window panes, and we'll do our best. Guys, before I jump right in, if you'd like to order a reading with me, you can check the description box below. I'm now offering a same-day reading for $7.49. It'll be written, super cute. Also, I'm offering an in-depth love reading, which is pretty awesome, but don't order that reading if you don't want to know the truth, okay? And so, also, uh, donations are always welcome. Thank you. Now let's jump right in. So, Libra, already what I'm getting from your energy for the month of April 2020 is you know better. It's almost like there's something that seems very mental, by the way. Whatever's going on for you in this month seems very mental. Um, but I'm getting, it's almost like there's a conflict of some sort. I haven't even looked at the cards yet, just feeling the energies. There's a concept of some sort that you're thinking about a lot, you're thinking through a lot. But your energy comes through as very open and very aired out, so I can say, is the best way I can say it. It's, it's, it's expanded, that's what it is. Your energy's expanded at a higher dimension, and you're trying to, it's almost like you're balanced. There's a lot of balance here, but there's like this conflict, and then there's a very earthy feeling underneath this. I don't know what this is, Libra, but I don't want you to get talked out of doing what you know to be the case. And in fact, it's not, I don't even see that as a possibility. I'm seeing for some of you, this is more about you trying to, um, it could even be like trying to make a decision about how you're going to see an issue from the past. Or say, for example, just a quick example, say your father has passed away, God bless, or has passed away a while ago or whatnot, but here in this time, memories of him are coming up, and maybe you didn't have the best relationship with this person, and here you are, you find yourself for once and for all, coming up with a way that you're going to, a narrative that you're going to tell yourself moving on about who this person was and what he represented in your life, right? That's an example. But let's jump in. The cards may say something in addition to that, but that's the energy that's practically lifting off of these cards. It's like this high, this high off the ground. And so I do like that it seems very self-contained. That's what makes me think that this is something that isn't taking over your life, but it's definitely something that's been on your mind. It feels like something that can be about a past situation, and what you're just trying to come up with an official way to view that situation, or it could be something you're dealing with now, but you're not necessarily publicizing to somebody. Um, could be related to a love relationship, for example, a husband or wife that you are thinking heavily about, and you're just keeping it contained in the mental space. All right. Okay. So yeah, first card here says relationships, right? So this is definitely something going on. All right. So let's jump in and see what's going on at the higher levels for the month of April. Yes, I do see that you are going to be closing the door. See, this feeling I'm getting. It's like making an official decision, making an official statement, creating an official narrative. There's this sense of once and for all coming to terms with a certain thing. It's like okay, self. We gotta sit down, we gotta think this out, because moving from here on out, this is gonna be our official story about this. And that's what I see happening. I don't feel that anyone is pushing you to do this. I think this is more about something that's on the inside that you just want to put to rest. And it's something that's related to the heart space. So it feels like an old wound that maybe no longer jabs at you or whatnot, but it is something that once in your past may have a lot. And now it's just a matter of just closing the doors on it and moving forward. And that's why you feel so balanced, Libra, this month. That's why you feel so balanced. In fact, look at me. I'm going to balance it even more. Like, and this one card, it actually says past life activation. So this is showing that yes, it's about, you feel very balanced, but it's about going back and looking at something from your past and just, you know, adjusting it one last time and letting it go. It's almost like, and now it's done. It's like that one picture hanging on the wall where you keep changing it and then you're like, it's done and balanced, and now you can even see that. She like blows it out of her hand, right? And we're done. And scene. That's what I'm seeing here. But let's take a closer look inside. I do feel that this is showing you definitely going about your daily life, doing your business, interacting with people, friends, family, whatnot. But you see how she's just focused? She's still thinking about this thing. And look at it. It's almost like zoomed in. Isn't it crazy? Look at how we have both of these people. They look very similar. Zoomed in. And it's just needing to just nip this last piece in the bud. See how everything else is filled in, but we've got just this little bit of a chunk missing, and this butterfly is going to come right there, and then we're just going to put that last piece there. All right, so Spirit, let's see what is in the middle here. Okay, whatever it is, it's coming to an end quickly. So give me 1 second. Let me take a look at this. Okay, guys. Okay. So I'm seeing that this goes back to a time when maybe you were very independent, you had a lot of things going on. We see the Nine of Pentacles card coming through. For some of you, it could be a nod to when you were actually single, right? And if that is you, it's probably when you were courting somebody, but you were single. But I'm just getting at a time when you were independent, you were knowing what you wanted, you were doing your thing. But I do see a lot of pride coming up. And with this pride and dare I say it, a little bit of a haughty nature, Haughty, some haughtiness on your part, I feel that maybe this was a little bit of a sense of a false pride that you may have been working with. I'm seeing a lot of a lot of holding on to grudges, holding on to a way of life, thinking that maybe you knew best. You might have been very single-minded. Thank you is what they're saying. Very single-minded. And I feel that a lot of this energy of single-mindedness, it's almost like coming through as these 6 cards here. A lot of this single-mindedness energy was coming from what you considered at that time with your spiritual evolution and your mindset and perspective of the world, and based on your maturity at that time, you consider to be not good enough. Whether it's the people in your life, I'm getting a lot of parental figures here, whether it's the people in your life, whether it's the company you worked for, it's almost like either someone hired you or you felt appointed in the family, or you took the stance of being the one to pass judgment or to clean up a situation or whatnot. And when you looked at it, it's just like, ugh, I'm disgusted. There's this energy of being disgusted. And I'm just seeing that, but I have to be honest, Libra, you guys know if you get personal readings with me, I keep it 100. I feel like this was more of a reflection of your level of maturity at the time. And it's coming across as a little bit immature and not as worldly as you thought you were, right? Because I'm seeing this Queen of Pentacles here. And it's like this queen, not Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. It's this queen and she's looking at this cup. But it's like you question, does she actually know what she's looking at? And then we've got this hermit kind of passing judgment a bit, right? So there's this energy of passing judgment. And we know that a Libra that is not really, there yet in terms of maturity and in terms of being able. And as I'm saying this, I'm hearing a lot of your energies like, yeah, I know, because I'm seeing her like, yeah, I know, that was me, right? It's almost like you're too judgmental. There's this real energy of being way too judgmental of people. And what happened is, I think you took those energies and you went out into the world, and that's how you treated people. See this Knight of Pentacles? This is how you treated people. And I'm getting this energy of like, God forbid if you had extra money in your hands and you really, yeah, I think you did put some energy out there that made people not feel good about themselves, right? Um, and that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. Now, I do see, and I like this, that along the way you may have had a change of heart, or you may have started something new, and some of you may have what's the word, reformed your ways, because now I'm seeing you being the Empress here, coming into rebirth with your Nine of Cups, right? So in a sense, this could be you having a shift in perspective for some of you, but for others, if your shift didn't come as yet, then possibly you continued on at a higher, even higher level, still kind of carrying that energy, but it just either way seems a lot less. So it could be about turning over a new leaf. Now, what I think may have led to that is maybe people stopped connecting with you, or maybe you lost some things, but for whatever it is, for whatever reason it is, when you had this shift in consciousness, when you had this energetic change, when you came into more awareness, see this, when you came into more awareness about yourself, you became more humble, and you started to understand, hey, life isn't easy. It's like all this time I thought that other people were doing it wrong, and now that I'm out here and experiencing things, I'm realizing that, well, wow, it's not as easy as I thought. Now, in particular, they're showing me marriage here. So I think Libra, some of the people, like some of, for this is an example, maybe it fits for one or some of you, but an example of this energy is like when you were single, possibly like, dude, why is everyone getting divorces? Why can't people, if they're lucky enough to have a person in their life, why can't they just hold on to that person and just like, duh? I mean, it's not rocket science. Just respect each other and don't curse at each other, right? Be honest. But then, and so you went around in the world kind of having this idea. It's a little bit of a, arrogant, right? And then you got married, and then here you are on, or there you were later on the in a divorce, and suddenly you realize, oh, okay, I get it now. So we're seeing this, right? It's like, oh, I get it now. I understand now why people get divorced. I understand now why people lose their jobs, Like, I'd expect somebody vibing here in this energy to have been like, oh, well, you know what? Well, of course they they're struggling. They need to just work hard and just get a job like the rest of us. Oh, you're homeless? Well, maybe that's because you didn't work hard enough. It's like this kind of, or you see someone homeless and it's like, just get a job. Come on. Stop sucking off the government and things like this kind of mentality. And then maybe you went out into the real world, you experienced some things, and I'm seeing also for some of you, you were getting everything you wanted, but then you started to have a shift in consciousness that started to show you that this is a subgroup within you guys, right? You started to see that, yes, I'm getting this Nine of Cups here, but I'm starting to see that as I'm getting my Nine of Cups, other people are suffering because of it. You see this? This is another subgroup within you. So this might be something familiar to some of you. See how the mirroring is there? Sitting and sitting, but he's getting what he wants. Yeah, I'm doing my thing. I'm doing this, but now I'm starting to understand that for other people, this is what I appear to be. And it kind of caused you to get into this place where you started to look at yourself, right? Now, again, I really do feel a lot of this as past energies. I don't necessarily feel that you are being this way now. I'm seeing, if you are, it's really on the tail end, because again, this is all in the mental space and it's very well contained. You see that? And we have the past life activation. So you're thinking about this and you're coming up with how to view this, some of you, and you're just putting it to rest. But I'm seeing that it's quite possible that you then turned over this leaf and you started to give back. See that? You started to undo as much as you can. You started to move forward, and that's the beauty of this rebirth card. Now, listen up, guys. If this is not something that you have started to do as yet. Like if you haven't started changing your ways and whatnot, then it's going then it's an energy that's going to be excuse me, forgive me. It's an energy that's going to be coming in for you. But I'm seeing whatever this is, it's coming in with the Eight of Wands, fast moving energy. So this is definitely being powered by this right here. Love. And I love this, okay? But I'm seeing that this was also about you reaching a place in your life right now where it's like I trust myself to look at what's happening. I trust myself to make the changes in life. I trust myself to forgive myself. Whatever it is, it's a surrender. It's a self-trust. And I do see that this very much vibes as a reformed person who was not humble. This is the energy I'm getting. And the closest word I can come to this old energy here that I was getting this past is hubris. And for those of you who don't know, hubris is believing that you are better than God, right? And I'm not saying this in a religious way. I'm just saying that it's like you are better than all. And so a lot of times life really humbles us in a big way. And so I am getting these energies. Now, I'm coming to say here, I want to say this also, that as I'm saying this, as I'm looking at your cards, I'm seeing this energy coming in. Yes, and so today, I don't know if you guys pick it up, but there is a lot of new energy coming down. I was just talking about it in the Virgo reading that I just did. And it is in the Virgo reading, we did have Jesus come through. God bless. He came through and he talked about this new energy coming in. And what the energy looks like to my spiritual eye is just throughout the entire world, just this. It's coming in. And it's like literally pushing down at whatever pace, pushing down this old energy that we have. And the old energy looks like smog. It's pushing it down, 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 down. Eventually, I feel like another 4 days, eventually down into the earth for healing and transmutation. And all this new energy is coming in. I see that here in your reading too. It's coming like this, coming down. So it's beautiful. So right now, please think if there's anything that you'd like to release, you can go ahead and do so. Okay? All right. Cool. Okay. And it is around Easter, right? It's Easter. Thank you, Jesus. And everybody. So, okay, guys. This is your reading. Super short. Wow. This is your reading for the month of April. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you can definitely check out what I offer. I am adding new listings, so I'm really super excited about that. Yay! So check that out. And if you'd like to donate, thank you so much. Everything is appreciated, and so are you. Bye.